What's this? Another video from the Insert Joke Here YouTube channel? Well, yes. Of course, yes. Why would you be here? Anyway, so this video is going to be a bit different to the other videos I made on the channel because I've decided to mix things up a bit and make it slightly more interesting. When I say slightly more, I really mean it. Oh, and a blanket's just fallen off the back of this chair. Nice. Because I keep a blanket on the back of this chair. Anyway, I can take off and just stroke it while I get on with it, all this stuff. Anyway, so you see all this stuff here. Well, you can't really see much. You can only see the logo slightly, but you might from this in the title, you might be able to guess. FungusAmungus Collection Part 1. This is not just going to be me showing off the collection of FungusAmungus. I've actually done it in a slightly more presentable way, and you know, I've kind of packaged them up like you can see in the store, and I can show them all because that's more, I think, more, you know, bite-sized. That's more, I think, in my opinion at least, that's a more presentable way of showing off my collection than just saying, oh hi you guys, here's my collection, leave now. So I'm not gonna be doing it like that. I'm gonna be doing it in a slightly more presentable way, so I can, you know, kind of feel more satisfied with myself really. So I'm doing what I wanted to do actually. So we'll get on to these in a minute. I've just got some stuff behind here that I want to get out of the way first. Let's move these out of the way quickly first here. We can put this down a bit, put this down the desk here. So anyway, right, so first things I've got on the table desk to show off are some of the packaging bits from these certain items of FungusAmungus, and I can't keep holding the sponge because I'll need both hands. I can't keep stroking it. Oh, I've got a few packaging bits and bobs that I have kept over the years, I think since 2016 actually, 2016 till 2018. Right, so firstly, I have batch 1 Petri dish cover, which has drip drop on it. It says, watch them come alive, 2 fungi plus collector file, and on the back, watch them come alive, plus this graphic you'll see in colour very shortly. www.fungusamungustoys.com. Now, you will know, we probably won't know, but you can use the Wayback Machine to access this website. I've actually done a super things and copy pasted the information from the website over to do with every individual fungi from batch 1 and batch 2. Batch 3 isn't included, and we'll get onto all that onto those reasons later. But yeah, I've done that. The plan was to type it out word for word until that got tiring. I used the Notes app. Eventually, I used the Notes app and copy pasted the text into the Notes app, so it would come out fine on the website instead of being big and blue like how it normally is. Anyway, enough talk of this plagiarism nonsense. Here's the batch 2 Petri dish cover. Basically the same actually. Watch them come alive, 2 fungi plus collector file. Batch 2, the same graphic on the back with the old flaming YouTube logo. Look at that. It's got red, purple drip drop on it. I don't know why they didn't make that colour actually. He's also got a mouthwash. He's got a water saliva covered tongue. Wonder what that's implying. We have a thing from the bottom of the toxic chamber in the packaging. This looks weird when you're holding it like this. It looks impressive in real life actually if it's inside, but I tried, that doesn't work. It's supposed to be all the fungi just squished and smooshed inside the toxic chamber. It doesn't really work when you do it again. We have the insert for the exterminator. Now I must say I don't have an exterminator because all the fungus characters, because the idea was to suck the fungus characters up and get them trapped in the bottom, until it occurred to me that the fungus could just get stuck within the conveyor belt and you could just kind of really tear them apart if you pulled them too hard. That actually has happened on the one of the fungus I'll show you. It's the red hygiene, the red exclusive hygiene. So I do have that, but I don't have the exterminator anymore. Here's the thing included. Just there to show you, ooh, hey, it's fungi, but they're all trapped inside the exterminator. It's fungi cruelty. Oh no, what are you going to do, Governor? What are we going to do, Danger Mouse? Oh, I don't know, Gromit. Geronimo, Gromit. I think from Digital Dan's latest video, my favourite quote has to be, Geronimo, Gromit. I've got no idea if that's in a film or not. or I haven't seen all the Wallace and Gromit films. Probably will never see them again, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, that just got me to laugh. It's the fact how it's the way he says it. Plus, it's the way he says it just about as they are about to do I think the first drop and whatever coaster that was. I'm not sure what coaster it was. Ride to Happiness, I think. Can't remember. Anyway, here's another Fungus insert. It's the same graphics, just this was from the Yuck Truck. You know, goes around the spinning scream chamber. Anyway, and there's some blue tack on there, which means I've got to wipe my hands now. Anyway, I think. Because, like I said, I put some fungi in nearly every... Oh, no. Oh, I put a wipe in the tub by mistake. Oh, whoops. Contamination alert, contamination alert. Anyway, I put some fungi in almost all of the things I have, but I think we'll do the ones that don't have anything in first. So, those will be... well, there's this insert, spare insert. For this batch 3 toxic chamber. We'll get to that in a minute. So first off, we have the Biobuster figure from Series 2, Batch 2's Biobuster superset. As you can see, he's like a big neon orange figure. All 4 arms are articulated. They spin all the way around, although they don't because the arms get in the way of each other. Now, legs are all one thing, as you can see. And the toxic chamber just comes off here. Just like a hole goes in. Now, when it comes to the Biobusters, they are the ones trying to capture all the fungi in the world and will go to extreme lengths to do so. Well, you know how these are wearing like hazmat suits, they've got 4 arms, which is a bit sus in my opinion. We don't ever find out if these guys are actually fungi in disguise. Like really big fungi in hazmat suits. And we don't know if they're the secret antagonists or fungi are the secret good guys, or if there's some kind of like deeper meaning to why the Biobusters are trying to catch all these fungi. There's so much unused potential lore here that they didn't go with, and some part of me tells me that they would have expanded on the whole Biobuster concept had this series carried on for a couple more years, because 1 year equals 1 series. So there's a load of wasted opportunities here, and that's actively really, I don't know, that just doesn't feel right. Right, so and the other non-fungi, one of the other non-fungi items I have is the slammer hammer. It won't full fit in the frame, but as you can see, it's like this big claw thing. It's got this orange handle on. There's this sticker, decorated sticker, that means absolutely nothing. And this giant big mouth with like this spiky plate inside. It's not really that spiky, but it looks it. There's 2 sides to it, there's like a different size. Anyway, so you never see the Biobusters in, because the episodes only lasted for one series, which again is really unfortunate. There's so much they could have done with that, but they didn't choose to, which is really disappointing. You never see these toy range items in action in the web series, which is a shame, which means it's all taken out of context. It's like what they did for the Tech Infection part of Lego Nexo Knights. There's no series 3, there's no series television show for that, which is a shame really. So let's just show off how this works very quickly. On the handle there's this orange lever. When you pull it, this closes and the spike plate moves in just a bit, as you can see. If you spin this to the, if you spin the handle to the right here, the spike plate inside spins. That does absolutely nothing though. But the thing is, if you press on, this is in grabber mode actually, if you press on the handle and spin this over to the, hang on, and spin the handle like I just showed you, and then press down so the spinning function doesn't work and this doesn't open, you now have hammer mode, so you can smash the fungi, wallop them one, get them massive concussions. Why would you do that? This is the Biobusters we're talking about, fungi cruelty. Admittedly, the handle is way too small for my hand, as you can see. Well, at least you can do this. Also, I've just realised there's a bit at the top here which is like this squishy window. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the fungus on the spike plate, press on the handle, spin it and turn it into hammer mode. And the idea is the spike plate presses up against the window here and it squishes all the fungi inside. But I tried it doesn't really work properly. The original prototype idea was to stick fungi in here so I could show you them, but that hasn't worked. I wanted to show the squishy window function, but again that hasn't worked. Nice going, you blokes. And of course we have the last bits of my collection that have no fungi in, the superbugs. Now these are all completely wasted thanks to the fact of their age and the fact they're made out of rubber. The ones from 2016, the batch one ones are the ones that came with the toxic chambers. I have 3 toxic chambers, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 toxic chambers. Are the green one, the orange one, they're all like neon colours. Well, I think the orange one's more noticeable, and the yellow one, and yeah, it is as mould as it looks. So there's a problem. Right, so this guy looks like he's got his jaw dislocated. That's not good for him. Plus, he's had both of his arms torn off. This guy has, again, his arms torn off. But he's had his jaw kind of slashed open a bit. And this guy's face has like completely been punched in. The reason for that, it's also torn apart a bit. But he's also got one arm. That's nice for him. The reason for the yellow guy's physical damage. Also, his eyes have been rubbed off. The reason for his physical damage, I think, is because he was the first one I got. And because I've had him for longer, he looks less in good shape. And I think the green one was the last one I got from batch 1, which explains why he looks significantly better, albeit the fact he's got a slightly different top jaw. Now the ones in batch 2, if you remember, they had the red one and the blue one, and they also decided to repackage overstock of the green one. Now that was just asking for a duplicate, so I don't have that. I don't have 2 green ones, I just have these 2 because I was smart. I knew mathematics. Anyway, so again, only one arm on both these, but they both look in pretty good shape, like no smashed faces, no dislocated jaws. But what's important to know is that these ones aren't really squishy or stretchy. This one's made out of like more like soft rubber. If you have one of these, try squishing it around in your hand like this, and it doesn't feel as squishy. Also, a side note, FungusAmungus was also sold in America, and it was a Toys R Us exclusive over there. Very important fact I'll get onto later to do with batch 3 and why it didn't come out anywhere else apart from here in the UK. So over in the Americas, you could get, for batch 1, you could get a pack. I think it was called Buy Buster Super Set with 4 or 5 fungi plus 1 superbug. The superbug was blind. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was random between green, orange, or yellow, but you could definitely get one. It's allowed for an extra way of getting the superbug and not making them exclusive to the toxic chambers. Don't know why that wasn't sold in the UK. Not sure. Okay. Now we have the 3 backpacks examples I have. First one is the batch 1 backpack type. The batch 1 type backpack. FungusAmungus logo, batch 1 logo, backpack number, don't know if that number means anything, it's number 7476589.45 and hashtag fungus. Backpack, let's see, top secret fungi inside, Superge Heimer. Now I know the prototype version of this pack would have been called DNA Mashup. I have a photo of that. When we eventually get to the FungusAmungus, I'm going to do another video series which is to do with the random, ring binders I have full of photos. I have a FungusAmungus folder down here. Here it is, and there's a picture of DNA Mashup in here. The prototype pack. If I can find it, I'll show you, but I'm not sure. It's a bit of a rush. I'll admit it's a bit of a rush. Also, the Buy Buster Super Set was going to be called Super Figure Pack. Oh, here we are. DNA mashup. This is the prototype backpack. And as you can see, there was supposed to be included limited edition fungi, but they got scrapped. So we'll show you more in more detail later on in this video career. Anyway, you can see here that this is a batch 1 backpack. 99.9% grows. That's a play on kills and 99.9% germs, you know, on products like Dettol, which is very clever. So I did try to put the figures back in this pack the best way I could, because of the indentations in the pack. Hence why these ones, the other ones don't have any other visible fungi. There is a secret one. There is a hidden one in both these packs. Although I've completely had to guess which one has come in, because there's no indentation, there's no mold in the plastic. It's just a generic square for them to all to fit in. And there's also a collector's file in all these packs. Actually, I've decided to just insert one all the way down there, as you can see, all the way down there. And there's checklist on the back. Ooh, look, batch 1, oozy, digital, tropical, friendly, wild, fruity, body. Which I have at least one of all these characters. So I'll just go over all of them when we get to it. 5 fungi plus collector's file, it says at the bottom. Vivid Toys and Games. Now those are the same chaps that made the who were the UK producers of the Mushy Monsters merchandise. I have that, and I decided to show it off in a couple of videos back. Also, talking of videos, I will show off the my grocery gang collection again, like I was supposed to do earlier in my video thing, but it failed for reasons I explained in those videos. I can't remember now. But I did try back then. I did. I'll do it again, promise. Right, and then we have some special characters, special finishes. There's radioactive ones that glow in the dark, and there's also super moldy characters that have these weird black flecks on them. So, as you can see, the characters in this pack are regular Sheldon Fester, regular Arachnocode, regular Oil Boil, and radioactive Ringo. I can't really show the radioactive glow in the dark features off, but trust me, they do glow in the dark. These guys have also lost their stickiness. They're like just squishy rubber blokes now. They're not really that squishy, sticky actually. So what this tells me is that there was one like radioactive / metalloid character per pack, and also at least one radioactive and one super moldy, or one contaminated, or one metalloid, or one biological per pack. So you're gonna get at least one of each special finish. That's nice. It's giving you like a taste of all the special finishes. Also, it says over 100 to collect. I believe that statement, because if you think about it, there's like over 5 characters per team, because you've got special strains. Sorry, not teams. Trash packs ruined my memory, because you've got different special finishes. So that's about 15 characters per strain. You've got each regular, each radioactive, each special, super moldy. So I'll show you what the hidden super moldy character is just in a minute. Let's just show off the oh, hang on, where's Oil Boil gone? Well, always there. So I'll show the collector's file off first. Also, these are like Ziploc bags. That's nice. Gives the illusion that these are really radioactive characters. They're not really. Here's the collector file. Let's just get to the bag quickly. Let's show off the collector file first, very quickly. Batch 1, yellow, whatever's goo. They never made like a red / purple drip drop. They did make like the red one, from the Exterminator. So here's the checklist. There's character art on all of these. I think these are all hand-drawn character art, which is strange. They're not computer-generated art, which I do like. Have a good look at their mushes. They look very nice. And yeah, these are all like special. These are all their legit colours. You can get them in. They're not like the Grocery Gang where they come in character art colours you can't physically get. So these are all characters colours you can get them in. Right, so specials, I've seen them before. Specials, final 70 special fungi, there's 70 special. Okay, here's the graphic again, but in colour it's drip drop. Blue and yellow drip drop. Again, a colour version that they never ever made. He's from the FungusAmungus commercial that I saw in real life, when he just appears, the Biobuster comes along, sucks him up, then there's squish at the end. So anyway, I'll show the regular characters off in this pack first. So Sheldon Faster, he's an egg with a spoon. He scoops out his own insides. No, he's regular. Right, go on the sides there. Then we have regular Arachnocode. Ooh, he's like a spider with electro veins and 4 eyes and a post box for a mouth. And then we have regular Oil Boil, who is apparently cod liver oil. Squish. And then we also have Radioactive Ringo, who was like this ring, not the kind of ring you'll want to be seeing on your thing anytime soon. Ooh. And of course the super molded character in the, as you can see, like I said, generic square, not an actual like mold like all the other pack things are. So we'll get rid of that. Klingon, who is like this, got this wiry hair and 4 arms and this hole so you can wear him as a finger puppet. This is super moldy finished. I like these neon colours with these like flecks of whatever's on them. So we'll get rid of that quickly and move on to Series 2 backpack. There's no fungi in here. Special fungi inside. The silhouette was for Drip Drop. This is the silhouette for Anti-Back Jack. As you can see, there's some scenes on the bottom. On the back, Grubs, Techie, Infestors, Exotic, Attack, Nature, Defense. Attack and Defense are like these warring groups. The radioactive characters make a return, but they're contaminated. But the new characters replacing their super moldies or the contaminated. So we'll cover that now. We'll get to the special contaminated character inside of the pack after we cover the checklist. So we'll get rid of that. Here's the checklist with the character with the colours for attack and defense. So the purpose was to focus on attack and defense. So we have Grubs, Techie, Attack, Infestors, Nature, Defense, Exotic, these special finishes, 70 special fungi again, and the same graphic from before. So now the contaminated fungi I put inside this pack is Bandadrian. As you can see, the contaminated ones are like clear with either blue or red rubber inside them. Bandadrian. He's a bloke living under a band-aid. Do you see? Ha ha ha. Again, it's just generic, you know, there's no special mold for the special contaminated ones. Now we'll get on to Batch 3. Batch 3 wasn't released in the US because I think it came out in the UK around the time Toys R Us was closing. And if you put the pieces together, which I doubt you would have done, you might have done. You might have done. But what I'm getting at is that by the time Batch 3 would have come out in the US, Toys R Us would have already closed down, and it was when this came out in the UK. So they wouldn't have been able to do the Toys R Us only exclusive deal over there, which means they wouldn't have been able to sell any at all over there, which means that's why this series is exclusive to the UK, and that's why we never got a Batch 4. That's why it finished at Series 3, that's why the website was never updated to feature Series 3 anyway. Super sticky, super gross. Special fungi, Anti-Back Jack again, they didn't change the thing. 5 fungi, again, same stuff from before. We have some new teams. We have Soilers, Moldies, Slops, Slicks, Airborns, Chums, Creepy Crawls, which are called Crawls on the checklist, and 2 new special finishes. Replacing the radioactive characters are the Metalloids, which are like these metallic characters, and Biologicals, which are like these orange and green double colour characters. There is a biological character inside here, but again, we'll first look at the checklist, or the collector file. Green goo like before. Might have to go and charge this camera up for a bit afterwards. Look, Slops, Airborns, Moldies, Soilers, Crawlers, not Creepy Crawlers, even though they could probably fix the word creepy on there. Slicks, Chums, special finishes. They kept the icons for radioactive and super moldy specials, Final Assembly special fungi, and the amazing thing. It says, look out for Batch 4 coming soon. This was produced, this checklist was printed, this series was planned before Toys R Us was announced to go into liquidation. So they had a 4th series plus possibly a few more planned. But one company chain killed off that entire idea. That just seems really unreasonable. Anyway, no, I'm not being sarcastic. The biological character in here is like double colours is Rooty Toot, who's like it's tree stump. I think it's a tree stump. I hope it's a tree stump. Okay, again, I have no information on the battery characters because not updated the website. Here's the thing, FungusAmungus embossed, logo embossed. Right, and then, oh, hang on. Slimer Hammer Superbug, nearly forgot to show this off. Blue, 3 eyes, only came with the Slimer Hammer. He looks a bit different, he's got a tongue sticking out the end. He's got clenched fist, plus he looks alright, he hasn't got a dislocated jaw or a direct pot flesh, and no, that won't damage him in any way, shape or form. We have the batch 3 equivalent to the Petri dishes that they changed. The toxic waste barrels, which are these 2 packs. Inside are new fungi to have a Metalloid character. We're going to be able to show off the Metalloid examples. Do you see? Right, first is Kaylee Cup, no idea who they are. Is it he or she? I'm not sure. And we also have Pal Amino, which is like this DNA, is like a special metallic grey colour. Ooh, you can also do this with him, which is nice. Nice! Let's move on to the cryo chambers. I have 2 of them. These are a replacement for the toxic chambers. They have handles on top so you can hold them. Also, these had massive dust on them. I had to clean it off. It's like that weird white powder dust. Ugh. Should say the trademarks underneath. Oh, 2016. No, these came out in 2017. I'm sure they did. Anyway, the same locking function as the toxic chambers. I have 2 of them. Do you see? There's these special test tubes. We can show them off. Actually, I managed to include 1 regular, 1 metalloid, and 1 biological. Let's show them all off in order. So first one, it says FungusAmungus on the top there. You can just about see that actually. Right, first up is fungi. Oh, these will get stuck. Fungi vinegar. I think he's vinegar, or some kind of thing, or a fish relating to vinegar. Whoever he is, he's got a claw for a tail. That's nice for him. And then we have one of these guys. I think he's one of the chums, actually. He doesn't want to come out. Come out. Don't have all day. Hang on, mate. What is your name? I don't know why I got these checkers on the back of the backpack so easily. Let's just get it so I can read his name out. So his name is Bernie, who I think is a candle, but I'm not sure. He looks more like a poisonous candle, if you know what I mean. Then we have the last one, which is the biological one. Oh, I think he's giving up more easily. Oh, his bum might be stuck. Who knows? There we are. Right, this guy's name is Stretch Wretch. If you have a look on my Collect Them All website, you will be able to know what teams they come from. I think the slicks all have something to do with something from the sewers, I'm not sure, or trash or rubbish or something. But yeah. Oh no, I didn't break it by mistake. Oh no, that's lucky. Right, so Stretch Wretch, not sure what he is. Sorry, I don't know. He's got the nose of a bubblehead, you know, from Bubbleworks. That's nice for him. He looks like a bubblehead, actually, so you can do this to him. Hang on. Oop. I think we have about enough time for the other cryo chamber before I have to go charge this camera up. Believe me, I don't want to do it either. Also, it's also boiling hot. I've got to do this quickly before it shuts itself off. Right, so we have regular. This one is Nikki Slice. Not sure what she is, but just she looks like this. Metallic Vinegar. Don't have to do much explaining about him because you've already seen him in a regular yellow colour. He is looking more robotic and odd than ever. Of course, the biological character is one I probably won't be able to get out in time. Oh no, I have. It's fine. What's his name? Blunderpuss. Probably because it's like a sphere bloke just having a wee. I think that's what it is. That's what it is on the concept art if you have a look at that. Looks like nothing. Oh no, he looks like Pac-Man but a bird. That's odd. When I return after the break, after the jump cut, I will get round to showing you not only the York truck, but also this exclusive Argos pack. I'm back. Dun dun dun. Or in this case, shouldn't it be? How did it go? Dun 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 dun. No, it's the. It's the the comedy sound effect that plays at the never mind. Right. Turns out I've got this cardboard circle with drip drop on it. I came in the yuck truck was in the wheels. Well, one of the trapped wheels, one of the jail cell wheels, so we can forget all about that now. It was underneath the radioactive box. That's off to the right hand side of me, and that's what we're going to be looking at next on this video with FungusAmungus. That sounds like a joke Ashens would make. That's probably because it is. Look, FungusAmungus. Watch com. 99.9% gross. This came out when batch 3 came out. Also, I had a look, and it turns out batch 3 I think might have come out in 2017. If that's true, and that means in the UK we got Series 1 2015, Series 2 2016. Right, if this came out in 2017 in the UK, that means there were plans to release it in the US. But I think they must have been delayed, or they must have heard news that Toys R Us was closing, so they probably didn't bother. They probably weren't stopped, but they probably didn't bother. So I think that's what might have happened. I think they just didn't bother. So again, it's still not their fault. Toys R Us is out of their control. They just didn't bother. I think the rumours of Toys R Us closing came around a few years earlier, to be fair. So I think that's why they just didn't bother. So just updating my theory from a couple of minutes ago. Anyway, this is the Radioactive Mega Pack, and as the name suggests, all characters that come in this box are indeed glow in the dark. They're also neon coloured, so that's effectively combining the super mouldy fungi with the radioactive fungi, since super mouldies are, of course, neon colour, as we've seen with Klingon from earlier. Ooh. So that's nice for him, I suppose. So there's characters from the series 1, 2, and 3. Just they're the same moulds, but different colours, and they glow in the dark. The exclusive neon fungi. Nago, is that you? That's a Geeks reference. See, that's the same thing from earlier, only upside down. Also, these aren't blind. These are the ones you get on the front of the box. Watch them come alive again. Fungus Mega Pack. Same on this side. On the back, it's still the important gubbins. Right, what characters do you get in the Radioactive Mega Pack? For batch 1, you get Drip Drop, Killer Bug, and Fang. For batch 2, you get Germafrost, Bubbles, Antihistamine, very clever, and Trout Pout. And for batch 3, you get Dirty Dog, Mouldy Reg, Tubby Grub, and Trundle Clump. Now, it's important to know that normally, I think, for batch 1 and 2, this will be the only box that I have that contain versions of Bubbles, Antihistamine, Trout Pout, Dirty Dog, and Trundle Dump. I think that I wouldn't have any under any normal circumstances. Brilliant. So they're just in here. It took me a bit of a while how to fold this up, but I do like the extended, details on here. And there's also FungusAmungus1.com. I don't know why they bothered to put this here, because don't forget, when this came out, I think it's on the batch 3 one as well. See that batch 3 backpack. When this came out, they didn't update the website with batch 3 information at all. I remember. It's not a Wayback Machine fault either, because I remember being so confused back in 2017, trying to look up the information and it not being there. So well done, mates. Right, so what I just did was I effectively threw all the fungi in the box. Let's get them out. We'll try to run them in order, but not going to guarantee anything. Oh, there's still a bloke in there. Wait, is that all of them? I hope so. That's got to be all of them, right? Because the box is empty. Alright, right, let's run through them in order. Right, first up are the batch 1 characters. And they are Fang, who's like this weird spider with 2 massive fangs that must hurt when you saw them off. Oh, that got a bit dark. Plus you can do this with him, which is always nice. Second up is Drip Drop, Who is this water geyser? I'm not entirely sure actually. He is one on the front of the logo there. He looks nothing like Magic, as you can see. And the last Series 1 character we have is, of course, Killer Bug. There's just a mess of fungus on the table at the moment. Killer Bug, who is this pixelated crocodile who just scissors along your digital screens and bites your face off. He looks a bit cuter when you close his mouth. That's nice for him. Oh no, what I did. Oh no, he's dislocated. Okay, enough references to that. For the batch 2 fungi, we have, of course, Germafrost, who is here, who I also have in radioactive form. Nice ice detailing, I must say. It looks like he's got ice knuckle dusters on it. I remember putting ice, like ice gloves and stuff like that. And a nice ice hat, too. Antihistamine, who directly resembles, I think, a microbe, which is always nice to see. For a bit of creative hindrance, in case you can't think of any clever ideas. But I do like how this one is moulded. It looks very nice. Plus, there's all these stretchy bits you can stretch and make a screw if you want. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, this one is. Oh no, this one wasn't included. Oh wait, hang on. You can go into the yuck truck. We'll cover you in a minute. That was a fault of mine. This one is, of course, Trout Pout, who is like this funny lips bloke, and you can do this with him if you don't want him to wind you up, like some crazy ride at Salt Park. That won't make you sick at all, especially when you do this. And the last batch 2 character in this box we have is Bubbles, who is the name of an angry bird. Again, I like how he's all moulded, and there's a lot of detail being put into these characters. They're small and only squishy, stretchy, but they did put a lot of effort into them. I remember back in, I think, 2016 when Series 1 came out in the Americas, Squirrel Stampede, I think, was either sent some or bought some, and he brought up how familiar these are to the Germs collection from the 90s. If you remember those, you probably won't, but he does. That's the important bit. The Germs collection, very similar to those. I think I agree with him because they are very likely probably inspired at the back of that collection. Also, you can go on the top and you can't be noticed by anyone because you're so off fame, but who cares about that? Now we have the batch 3 characters. First up is Tubby Grub, who looks like a traffic cone, except he is only a tiny bit useful. Thanks, Council. I just made a traffic cone joke. Dirty Dog, who... Okay, that looks a bit dark, actually. Moving on. Mouldy Reg, who made me laugh quite a bit, actually. And of course, we have last is Trundle Dump, who effectively is just this bug. He's got a load of pup. And the best thing is, you can actually do this with it. It's really like quite a satisfying squish, actually. Oh, you can also squish him, which makes him feel bad, but who cares? He's just a lump of rubber. Right, get out the way, Mr. Box. Also, it's not like Super Things where I separate all the exclusives. These exclusive just neon characters, they live with every other character I've got in my collection. Right, so last item we have is the Yuck Truck, which is the main selling point of batch 2. Right, so this thing's batteries have run out, which is a good thing because there's no off switch. That backfired on you, didn't it, Vivid? Right, so there's a couple of things that this guy does. First off, you can move this orange exhaust and make the slammer hammer go down. It makes a racket. Oh, and you can also do this with it. Hang on. Concussio fungi. Alternatively, launch them in midair. That didn't work. Right. Also, this was supposed to have a different sticker that just said hammer or something. You'll see it in the folders video. Right, and also there's the spinning scream chamber, which if you press the button at the top, all the fungi spin inside, but you can see how crammed it is in there. They won't all spin. We'll cover them later. And if you are paying attention, you would have noticed a duplicate in there, which is the duplicate of Klingon, Super Moldy Klingon. Life's not easy when you're collecting them all. And also there's these 2 jail cell wheels, which are these wheels of jail with opening jail cells. But I did try my flipping hardest, guys, but I think the one on the other side, they still have a bit of dust in them, which of course isn't the end of the world, but I'm going to show you what it looks like in there. If you can see that dust, it's like this. It looks like dandruff. Of course, the hammer is attached to this wheel, which is okay for a detailer. There's another one of these cell wheels, and of course this wheel looks like a jail cell wheel, but it isn't. Oh yeah, you can. Oh no, but it's got a CGI Harry Totus on it. Oh, and the sticker that says that has the warning sign. That must be a reference to something. I'm not sure. Something. I'm not sure. And of course, this door opens when you turn the siren. It's currently not locked. Oh no, it is locked. It doesn't make a change if I lock it or not. Hey up. There we are, it's not doing it properly, I think, because of how much it's been locked and unlocked. There's some characters in there, but luckily you didn't see them, so no spoilers. Also, this came as an exclusive fungi, which we will get onto if I do come across him in this, in this or part 2. This is the last bit of part 1. This is how the spinning screen chamber works, by the way. So the outer ring spins, which is all nice and well and good, but this comes out, which is like this big white spike. I think what happens is there's a button. Yeah, there's a button in there, which if I remove the dish, we can have a closer look. Right, I think. Yeah, I've cracked it. On the left side, which is this side, it moves towards, which I think the reason for that is that there's a button in there. And there is, it's like a small white button. And when that is pressed, it's the sounds for the spinning screen chamber. That's a more accurate representation of how it should spin. Of course, it won't actually spin like that because there's no dish inside it, because the dish spins, hence making the fungi spin. Otherwise, it's just the screen chamber, not the spinning screen chamber. That would make a great Thor Park ride. The one where you spin guests so fast they get violently sick. Right, moving on. What characters are inside the spinning screen chamber dish? Let's show them off. Here they are. Looking all green, yuck. Right, so first off, here's the one I was going to show in the box. This one is Bomb Pot. It's like a tube of yellow stuff, and he shoots out of his mouth like a gigantic nose. He goes to paint it over the camera. Hey, triplicate of Klingon. Let's get rid of him. Rumble Squirt, regular. He is baby poop. He can stretch his arms out, and he can do this. Hello, I am. Regular Drip Shot, which I won't say much about, apart from the fact that, oh no, one of his thingies are missing. I'm not sure what happened there. I think I tore it off by mistake. Interesting. Super Moldy Hygiene, who's like a boxing geezer, and you can also do this with him if he gets on your nerves. He's also got a mouth guard, which is nice and yellow eyes, which means he must be a villain. That's a Super Zings reference. Super Moldy Slimy Smiley, who looks a bit creepy to be fair, but on the back it just looks like a regular smiling face emoji. He's also got loads of maggots coming out. Initially, when I got this is one of the first phone calls I ever got. I thought it would be like this. It would look like some kind of corrupted jellyfish. I mean, just look at that. Who thought this was a good idea? No, it just looks like this because it's, you know, maggots. Right, moving on. Patty from Series 2 Batch 2. Poop emoji. Toe Jim, I think his name is. Radioactive Toe Jim, I think. Yeah, he goes in the dark. I don't really like the fact how he's just got a load of torn off toes. He's just over the torn off toes. He's just, let's teach him a lesson by pulling his face off. That was clever, wasn't it? Regular Barkley, who's a tree with twisted arms, which are like tree trunks, but not really, because that would be weird. Radioactive curd burglar. You can pull his maggots. He's got a face like this, which is always nice for him. We'll get on to him in a minute. He's important. And this guy, what's his name? Vincent Van Gogh. I think that's his name. Hang on. Vincent Van Gogh. Yeah, by Vincent Van Gogh. I don't know what he is. He's the metalloid version here, which is like a metallic. I don't know what he is. All the backstory characters are like taken out of context. There's a couple of ones you can guess, like Sir Liver, and maybe Raymatter, and Pesticide, maybe even Coming at You, or even Flarky Mark and Rooty Toot. But there's a good couple of ones you can't guess, like what the hell is Blunderpuss? What the hell is Bernie? Who the hell is Stretch Wretch? I don't know. On these green ones, this is Lighterman. He's a crazy geezer. These green ones, I think, showed up near to the end of the batch 1 release, and I've got no idea how many there are. I've got no idea if all the fungi come in one, but I think, yeah, special green ones. Nice. Just, that's taken out of context. It's not listed anyway. It's just, they're just green. Right. And the character's inside the front door. You turn the side when the door opens. Okay, the door doesn't open. If you heard that crack, I'm sure it's nothing to be ashamed of or heard of. Oh no, there's fungi and stuff. I'll show the inside of this off in a minute. Oh no, you can't actually see it on the camera. These two things here, these are batteries. That's the battery compartment. Right. Oh, there's also a Buybuster sticker. This sticker was different, I think, in Toy Fair, on the Toy Fair display too. First character in here is Barbie Spew, who's like this meat with a bone you can stretch. That must be painful for him. You can also do this to his face. He also stands up like this, which is a bit strange. Right, next up is Funky Face. Radioactive Funky Face. I've got no idea, but he just seems so satisfying to stretch. Like, you've got a really big, like, knobbly arm, you pull it on, you stretch it, you pull it on this, you put it on this. Squish! Squish. He also doesn't stand up properly, which is a lot of, it's just what these characters do. If they lose the stickiness, they don't want to stand up properly. I think I feel them more trying to be sticky still, it's just not working. Also, they just become, I think I saw a blog post featuring these characters. They just said that they could become like really small, like small dust bunnies, actually. Dust bunnies. No, yeah. Right, moving on. Suckler, who looks like a vacuum cleaner. And he has like a big, squishy, extendable neck and a wiggly woggly tail. Regular Killerbug, who's got like this translucent blue colour. Yes, it is translucent blue. Interesting. If they carried this on for longer, they could have done like translucent fungi or something. Interesting. Tommy Squeaker, which is a really terrible name. He hasn't got a leg. He said he flies around using his... What? He's got farts for hands. That must be nice for him. He's also got this face. Next up is Pops, who is a grumpy geezer. He just tries to keep popping his own spots. Instead, he'll just pop you. That was worth the 5 seconds I spent on that. Right. Radioactive Oil Boil, who's just grey and just looks sick. What's his name? Banana Slippery Nana. I think that's his name. Slippery Nana. Oh, I'm losing it. Where's the batch 2 checklist? Come on. Oh, yeah, right. Rotten... Oh, what's his name? Spore Nana, that's it. I don't know my batch 2 and batch 3 very well. It's got like this really high colour too. Oh, that's posh. Also, red hygiene's in here. I'll show you what damage the exterminator has done to his arm. Radioactive Sheldon Fester, who's blue. This is Ape Scrape, who needs to take a shower because he's got dandruff on his head, even though that's not why. Okay, fine. That is where dandruff forms. And red hygiene. Now with the exterminator, you could get a variety of red characters. They weren't blind, so you could choose which one you wanted. I think you could get some red hygiene like this one. Red Fang. Hang on, can we find an example? Red Fang. Hang on, that's not. Red Drip Drop. Red Killer Bug. Red Fang again. Red Fang. And I think that was all of them. So you could get Red Drip Drop, Red Hygiene, Red Fang, or Red Killer Bug. I think that's all of them. I hope that's all of them. I don't want to be proven wrong. All I happened to get Red Hygiene because that was from flipping August, and you can't just pick and choose. Anyway, he looks very angry. Also, none of the characters in Series 1, I don't think any of the characters ever. I think this is more like a pink colour, the Series Batch 2 Contaminated. They don't come in translucent red colours. So these ones are a special edition. I'm Wonka. But the what you can kind of see what the exterminator's done to him. This arm got stuck. The rubber has noticeably got more sin, like round this bit. So yeah, nearly pulled his arm off. That's why I don't have the exterminator anymore. Because don't forget you can't buy these anymore, like from shops, only from eBay. That's why I haven't got it. I don't want to risk any more flipping fungi. Also, you saw Sports Direct mug. Hang on, I've got an idea. Can I fill the Sports Direct mug up with these fungi? I'm don't worry, I'm not ever going to use this to drink it. I was just grateful. I'm not going to use this to drink out of. I just got this for the. Oh look, it's a Cadicarus reference. It's a caddy reference. Can I fill this up with fungi? Hang on. Nearly there. Have a drink. It's healthy. Hang on. Yeah, I did. I'm probably going to put more fungi in here as the series, when episode 2 of this series comes out. Take a sip of my new yellow water. It's fresh, it's healthy, and it's definitely not wee. Also, before filming this video, I saw a video thumbnail on YouTube. I was just browsing while waiting for this camera to charge up, to do with Nickelodeon Choice Awards, Kids Choice Awards. And the only flipping sodding singular thing I could think of was Uncle Funkle. You know, the Cadicarus character who appears and attempts to, you know, be like a sponsor for him. He just appears for like 5 seconds and leaves. Knobbly Brown thing on a stick.